morning, and welcome, gamers. Hi, hello.
Hello,
Here we
everybody.
got some bright memory gameplay by our
Hi.
boy, Mr. Top Hat Jones.
Yeah, I put it up in
Hello.
the. Oh, there's a. You can kind of see Discord a little bit there in the back there. Let
It
me
looks
change
pretty
that.
neat.
Let me change that real quick.
Well, anyways, we are FPS Guides. Our goal is to bring the gaming community together with reviews, guides, news, and clutch plays. In addition, we talk about some juicy rumors, controversies, and random topics of discussion. Here you'll find some facts, some opinions, and a whole lot of lame jokes. If you like what we do here, be sure to check us out at FPSGuides.com and follow us on social media. We stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/FPSGuides. And for all your listeners out there, the FPS Guides podcast can now be found on Apple iTunes Podcast, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and Alexa. So go ahead and check those out if you're interested. And if you're interested in becoming a part of the FPS Guides community, or perhaps even becoming a content creator, please hit us up at our website. We'd love to hear from you. So, how you guys been?
Pretty okay. You know, just sitting here in week 8 of being quarantined right now.
Or whatever, yeah. Yeah, I've been mad busy with work and stuff.
Yeah,
But
it comes in waves. Right now, it's pretty busy. But I think as the quarantine goes on, we'll
I have been playing Valorant.
Cool.
Been playing a lot of Wasteland 2. And what else? That's it.
That's it?
I don't
That's the
think
only
I
two
was
games
playing
you've been
it.
playing?
Yeah, I don't think I've been playing much else.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What about
That's it.
what about you, Danny? You been playing anything interesting? What about Crucible? That came
Oh.
out.
I've been playing Valorant, hella loose. Smite, of course, did a lot, get that in, of course, gotta get that daily.
Gotta get my fix in.
Yeah, gotta get that fix in. I played Dragon Ball Fighters to play against the UI Goku, because it came out,
Yo,
Friday.
UI Goku looks sick.
It looks insane. It fights insane. I am horrible against counters, and he's a straight counter
He's a
god.
mad counter character, yeah.
He's literally, and so I don't touch him. That's just that simple.
So you just fight him and then you get
I don't hurt him. I don't do anything.
I play people like Broly, so once you start swinging with Broly, you don't stop, and he's the kind of guy that really exploits that. So I just don't fight good against
So
him.
you go swing on him, he just does that whole.
Yeah, I throw a punch, it lands, I throw another punch, and he just does the chop, and I just get wrecked.
Yeah, you just get comboed half your health right there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I literally do it to myself, and there's no way to not do it. Then I still playing Prophecy again because I have that tournament tomorrow.
Yep.
I have my tournament tomorrow. I'm debating on streaming it or not. I'm
gotta
not gonna
stream
win.
it, dude. It doesn't
Stream
matter.
it.
It doesn't matter if you win, dude.
That's where I'm at. I just don't want to. I know I'm not gonna win, but I don't know if I want to humiliate myself on there. I just don't want to be the first one out. I just don't want to be
That's
the
all
first
that matters,
one out.
dude. You go to a tournament, your goal isn't to win, it's just to not be the first one out.
That's really That's really
Like when we
weird.
did that Come to Papa Smash tournament, dude.
Yeah, just not be DFL, dude.
Yeah, we're just we're not gonna be the last ones. That's all that matters. What's up, Parfex88? Are you the only one who's mad about Valorant? No, there's a lot of people who are pretty mad about Valorant, but
no, there's a lot of people.
That's what's hot right now. So
I actually have
You've
a
been
friend
playing
who's like, oh my gosh, look at all this Valorant hype.
but we're all getting a little
Valorant
burnt
hype.
out over it, to be completely honest.
Already? It didn't even release yet. It's gonna release next month, which we'll talk about later.
It's
in
not like
upcoming
we're getting
days,
burnt
but-
out. It's just I can't just stream Valorant constantly because you play a couple of games and you're just starting to get fatigued or something.
I explain it as fatigue, but after 2 games, I don't like to play serious anymore, and I just run around and do stupid stuff. And it's I feel like that is really not. It's not something everyone wants on their team. And it's not how you win the game. And then I'm just gonna frustrate myself, which I sometimes do. So then I just I don't know. So I do only play 2, maybe 3 games, and then I'm done.
That's not. You can't just stream off 2 and 3 games, dude. You gotta play for 6 hours.
Yeah, I know. That's why. That's why I'm saying we're kind of getting done. We're waiting until the game comes out. Wait until really want to, and hopefully they got more game modes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also, I did play Crucible.
Okay.
I was one of the few people who did.
Your thoughts?
How'd that go?
Ugh, dude, it's shit.
It's shit.
I really fucking didn't like it.
It's no bueno.
As soon as I started it up, I was like, "What is going on?" Like, cause
It's like,
it,
what is
I
happening?
so I have 2K. So my monitor's and like I run 2K, 144 hertz, and this thing dropped it down to 1080p, and normally like it still looks pretty good. I usually can't tell. Like, oh, I forgot to change it to 2K, but this looked horrible. It looked like 720. It looked horrible. I was like, it looked
HD. Ugh.
I was like, what? Yeah, I was like, what is this? It like, I was like, what am I looking?
What
this
is it,
must be a Bob
2010?
Ross painting. Like, it was like horrible. So I finally like, played for a minute, and then I was like, dude, I can't even like, because I thought like if I turned it up even more, I'd drop frames, and I was like, no, I didn't, because I was streaming at the time, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep it as it is. But then I was like, you know what, I can't deal with this. So I turned it up to my 2K, kept the 144 hertz, kept the 144 frames, and I was like, dude. This still looks like shit. Like it still looks horrible.
Still looks terrible.
And I was like, what the hell? So my tutorial experience wasn't great. Then finally get into shooting bosses and shooting plants or whatever you want to call it, doing gardening, like basically what it is. Like it just was like whenever I'd shoot a boss or something, the boss would like drop its own frames and it would drop to like 20 frames, and so it would just like glitch. Like
What?
it would like tick tick
That's
tick 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 tick.
unbelievable.
It was like so weird. I was like, what the hell is this? But like I would stop shooting at them and like they would just go back to normal. But like I don't know how to explain it. Like if I stopped shooting at them for like a couple seconds, then they would go back to normal and they would just sit there. And it was weird. There's a lot of functions that they don't have. They don't have the tab. They don't have the tab button to show like how much damage you've done, how many kills you've gotten, how many times you've died. They don't have like simple things like that. Like
is this an early access? Is this a fully released game?
A fully released game, and it's just
What?
like common sense things, like those are just common sense things you should have at like a release game, for like a game like this. It'd be different if it was like an adventure type game, like like a what's the word? I mean, like any other type of game like that, like a co-op kind of game. But this is like a PvP type game, and it should have that kind of stuff in it. This didn't, and so it was like really weird. Yeah, like there's no stats like that, and I was like, what the hell? And like. I was watching a streamer too. I was like, because I thought it was just me like being crazy and me being really hypocritical. And he even said it too. He's like, dude, this is dumb. The way that this game came out is it has everything it needs. Like it has the core of what it needs. It has like the players. It has like the battle pass type stuff. It does have like the bosses that makes you want to fight it. It does have like a semi clean game and stuff. And he's like, but it's like selling someone a car that doesn't have an AC unit or windshield wipers. Like. It's basically like that's how it seems like.
In Florida, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
in Florida. And like, there's even like a couple things that are just straight missing. Like, there's a character that doesn't even have a reload animation. Like,
What?
you can
This seems
you
like
see the
alpha as
and,
hell, dude. This seems like an alpha
right?
game.
Right, it's really like so you see the person holding the gun, or whatever. They're shooting. They should have the shoot animation. Then they like you see the clip get empty and empty, empty, and then finally it hits like empty, like completely empty. And then like you just see like them hold it still, and then it reloads, and it's like what the hell? It's just so weird. It's just like I don't know. And one of my friends says like he's like they're really it's Amazon. They got hella money, so they're just gonna put money into it and make it a better game. And I'm like, and my thing on that, my take on that was like, listen, like games that come out were released like poorly like this kind of, they people put in like a hella money into it to try and make it better. Games like Fallout 76 and Sea of Thieves, and usually if you crank that much money into it, it doesn't make the game great.
No.
It just makes it decent.
No, it does
So
not.
that's just my take on the Crucible thing. I really feel like they had a great it has so much potential, but like they really just missed the mark.
Well,
And
I
like
mean,
one of my friends actually too, that I forgot to say that too.
well, I guess they can put work into it, but what kind of game is it again? Is it it's a hero shooter, right?
It's a PvPvE.
Yeah.
But is it a
Because
hero
there's much
shooter?
different game mode. Yeah, it's a hero shooter.
Okay, so
basically.
it's not gonna make it then, because Overwatch 2 is coming out sometime.
So
Like it's just not gonna make it. There's just too many hero shooters around, so why even play it if it's not good?
Yeah.
There's too many choices. You can play Paladins,
It-
lol.
Yeah. It just
Paladins.
really,
Paladins gets a bad rap. Oh, yeah, I gotta take this.
Oh,
oh, okay.
we got a
And there was
we got a
also
phone
like,
call.
a bunch of Also, like in the game too, there was a bunch of things that like the loading screen kind of, you have the characters like in the main menu, like holding like their weapons or whatever, showing off their kit. Like they kind of like stand there and like you're going through like your equipment of whatever you want to choose to play when you're gonna play into the game.
Like your beginning loadout, basically.
Yeah, like your beginning load. Okay, yeah, that's what I should say. Like,
Okay.
so you switch characters or whatever. Like say you go to like you're looking at a Mercy, and then you want to switch to like look at to Hanzo or something like that. Well, like for me, when I did that a couple times, like the Mercy would stay there, and then the Hanzo would come in, and I would try to go back to the Mercy, and
Oh.
Hanzo's still there, and I'm like, oh my god, I have like 3 people on my screen
That's
right
really
now.
bad. That's
Who am I
like that's
looking
just
at?
UI. That's just UI problems,
Yeah,
which is
it's
just
really I don't want I really don't want to put this game into that much fire because it's still like played decent. Like one of the
it felt
complaints
okay
I'm
to
gonna
play.
say- One other complaint is it's third person shooter type game, and I really feel like I wanted to zoom out like of the person because I felt like the person took up 30% of the screen, and I was like, what the hell?
What? So the field of view was not
Yeah, the field of
good.
view, yeah. Yeah, it was like I was like, I need to zoom out. Like, what is going on? Like, I can't see anything. Like, it was pretty crazy.
So are you gonna keep playing it just to see like kind of how it updates itself, or is it more like
Um,
I'll just come back in maybe a few months?
Where I'm kind of at with it is I don't want to do it. I don't want to experience this again by myself. Like, I don't. I like. I'm trying to get my friends to get in on it, and they're like, "Well, I've been seeing what it is. It doesn't seem like my cup of tea. It doesn't seem like I want to wait for it to get polished up." And I have another friend who really, really, really wants to play it, and he can't even get it to work for some reason. I'm
What?
like,
Is it
yeah,
a demanding game on PC?
that's what it doesn't seem that. I mean, with how like poor the graphics are, I feel like it should not be that that stressful on your PC, but apparently it is. Like,
Okay, that means it's really badly optimized then. That's what that means.
that's yeah. It has to be the optimization. Like, it's just I don't know.
Well, that's
Um,
not great. That is not great. I thought I would hear better things, but I guess
That's why
not.
when you when I first talked to her and you're like, oh yeah, I got to play this game. It's pretty great. I was like, I'm glad you got to play a game that you really because I was really hyped for the game. I was really because the gameplay like on the at least for me I was the only one having the issue.
Oh, it looks like John is back.
I'm back.
Let me fix you.
Welcome back.
I'm
All
back.
right, there you go. Now we're fixed.
All right. So, what were we talking about? You guys were still talking about Crucible?
Yeah, we're still bashing on a little bit because yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of don't want to like continue to bash it too much, but it's just I'm probably not gonna play it until someone else plays it with me. Really, I think that should be about it.
Yeah, I know. I
Ringing
need to download
endorsement
it.
right
You
there.
told me to download it, and I was like, no, man. There's not some great reviews on Steam, dude. Everyone's
Yeah.
pretty unsure if this game's even playable.
Yeah.
It's really not good for Amazon at all.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about Amazon is they're not writing on this game thing. This is just
Yeah.
like a little pet project. They're just like, you guys know what would be cute if we like got into gaming, you know, and they're just like, we're Amazon. We have like infinite monies. Let's just try it out. And so you know what? We're probably gonna see Amazon just come back just like basically every year, just like, hey guys, we have a new project, check it out. And then it comes in and everyone's just like,
It's like
no,
man.
try again. And then they go back to the drawing board. You know, it's like how it is with New Worlds. Like now, I don't know if you saw any New Worlds recently, Eric, but
Dude, it looks sick.
absolutely completely different.
It looks sick, dude. Like I was like, what game is this?
Hugely
Like,
different than the game that we played like a year and a half ago. Like,
ultra
'cause-
different, dude.
because yeah, Danny, we tried it. I tried it out like a year and a half ago. Like we contacted Amazon. We're like, hey, can we get early access?
Hey, we're pressed.
You know,
Lol.
it'd be pretty cool. We're press. And then we go and I play it, and it's literally just like Ark. Like it is
I remember you saying that.
specifically like Ark, but it's purely medieval. There's no fucking dinosaurs and giant alien energy spire in the middle of the map.
But
So
now it looks.
but now it's kind of like
different
a
game. It's a different
fighting.
game
It's
now.
like is it still an MMO? Or is it like
Yeah,
kind of,
it's
it
an
look-
MMO,
it looks
but it's
like
got way more
yeah.
fantasy and way more.
It's like a
stuff
fighting
in it.
RPG now. Like there's more combat and there's just more of like a fantasy RPG. Whereas like before it was like it was a medieval RPG, but there wasn't really any fantasy in it, and it was all just kind of like building up resources by like literal like Minecraft shit, like punching trees and stuff.
That's what. See, that's why I kind of was like, I don't want to go too hard on Amazon for this game because they do have another one coming out, and I
Yeah.
don't want to go into that game with a bad taste in my mouth. You know?
The thing is, I think Amazon just kind of needed to do this, just kind of to learn the ropes more.
Mhm.
You know, like they needed to
Yeah.
get some feelers out there into the game industry. You know, get a failure or something like, okay, yeah, that game Crucible, guys, you know, it didn't work. You know, it wasn't there yet.
I don't know, man.
But-
I don't really believe that because there's indie
No?
studios that are amazing on their first game. Like Motion Twin, dude. Motion Twin
I
made
don't
mobile
know.
games, and then their first actual real game was Dead Cells. That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. The
So you
studio,
gotta think of the different kind of undertakings that they're taking. Like these smaller indie studios, a lot of them are doing like, you know, not that they aren't great designers, but they're doing like
like 2D,
different kinds of games. They're
2D
doing like
sprite-based
2D
game.
one-player games, like 16-bit sometimes. So it's like, whereas like Amazon has the resources. They're trying to go big. They're like,
True,
what are the
I
biggest
guess.
games in the industry right now? Big MMORPGs, big ass hero shooters. Like, let's just hit it. But they're not, you know, they're not Blizzard, or they're not EA, and they don't have. I just don't think they have the team that's equipped to do what they want to do yet.
They just don't know
I
how
think
to
they
do it
missed their
yet.
marks. Where I think that they missed their marks, where I think that they like lack, are where like smaller developers or other people like shouldn't like. Okay, so the things that they lack are not things like, oh, they had an abundance, like their servers are
Right.
like they're
Well, things
like,
they lacked were
they
like
have horrible balancing, like the things
design
that they lacked, are things that they
issues.
just straight up forgot to do.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
those are the
true.
type of things
I don't
that
know.
like.
Are you sure this is a full release game? Because this sounds super alpha.
Right, it sounds like it's not. That's what I'm saying. Like it'd be different if this was a beta, like, or like an alpha, where I'm literally playing Prophecy right now.
Pre-alpha.
I'm playing pre-alpha. I'm playing a pre-alpha Prophecy right now. It doesn't even have an icon thing for me to click on when I want to play it. Like it literally has the folder picture right now. It doesn't have actual like.
That's really funny.
But
I
it
don't
plays
see any-
really well.
Yeah, I don't see anything saying that it's a beta test. I think you're right. I think it's a fully
Yeah.
released game.
Yeah, that's where I think that's the problem. Is like you can at least hide behind the the name of it's an alpha. Hey, hold on a second. But
True.
I like how Valorant just makes this game completely just irrelevant.
yeah.
It's like, hey, we're Amazon. We came up with this big hero shooter. It's gonna be the next big thing. And then there's Valorant over here, just like top on Twitch and literally just not even contested.
Well, that's
R.I.P.
okay. Do you guys want to talk about a game that isn't terrible?
Yeah. Go for
Yeah.
it. Go for it. We're done. We're done here.
Oh, games that aren't terrible. Well,
Uh,
you know, it's not a terrible game. Smash is not a terrible game, but you know what is terrible? It's not going to be at Evo.
it is
Even
terrible.
though it
It will
is-
not be at Evo. But before we get there,
Bullshit.
I did want to talk about the Bright Memory gameplay that I'm showing right
Oh,
now,
look at
just
this.
to like give you.
Yeah, I
give
wanted
you,
to
like,
harp on you for a second. I saw you missed a quick time event, and you had
I
it to do
did.
10 seconds.
I did,
So,
dude. I was not paying
you know,
attention at it.
Where were you at with that one,
I
bud?
wasn't paying attention. I think I was
It
looking
was like,
at.
push shift and D. And
Yeah,
you're
and I
just
just didn't do it.
like,
No, I didn't. So what happened was at that time, I just straight up missed it because I was looking at my other screen, being like, "Man, is this game demanding on my PC right now?" And then I was like, "Oh my god, quick time
it
event!"
looks like it might be.
It's-
How is it run? Like, I don't
it
see any
runs
frame drops.
well. It runs very well. There's
But
the problem.
This game has RTX capabilities, doesn't it?
It does, but I don't have an RTX card.
Yeah.
Danny.
Mhm.
But what I'm saying is, this is like a really high fidelity, high graphics fidelity game. You know.
Yes, I would say the art style
At least
lends itself to be a
for
little
one
bit
guy. it
more.
is.
Yeah, I mean, again, everything you're seeing is made by one guy, so it's pretty. It's
Oh,
pretty
there's
crazy.
actually a combo multiplier, like
Yeah,
in,
it's basically
Oh, dope.
if you combine Devil May Cry with Titanfall
Titanfall, yeah,
with
Dishonored maybe.
Dishonored, yeah, those are 3 good games. Just roll them into one.
So you got just
The
powers.
controls were you
combos.
couldn't remap any buttons, but they did have a note that said like, "Hey, this will be a function in the full
That'll be a
game."
thing.
And I was like, "All right, whatever, that's fine." Like,
Did
What
they
do you
have
guys need to do?
controller support? Like you're playing mouse and
Yes.
keyboard.
Yes, I
Yeah.
am playing mouse and keyboard, but they did have controller support, which is nice.
Ooh. Yeah, I feel
Um,
like this is the kind of game I would probably.
I
play.
don't think so. I don't think so.
No?
No way, dude. There's too. You
I don't
gotta
know.
flick way too much. You gotta turn around way too often. Everything is about speed. So basically, you have power. So if you look at the bottom left, there's skills. So this is
Uh-huh.
very interesting the way it works. So the more skills you get, it doesn't replace a skill that you have previously. So when I hit the F key, I do like a burst wave attack thing that like launches enemies in the air. And then later on, I
Uh-huh.
get an upgrade to it, which is called like freeze time. It freezes the enemies. But the
Uh-huh.
way it works is so to do the burst wave attack, you gotta hit F. But to do the freeze attack, you gotta hit F twice. So each upgrade ability goes up one key press, basically. So the third level of it, you'll hit
Oh.
F 3 times. So it's like,
That's-
oh, you can do everything. You can do everything, but you got to remember kind of where where the abilities go and like how to use them. It's
I
super
don't think
cool.
I like that.
I like it. I like it a lot because
It's okay. Maybe
you
it
have
works better in
access to
practice,
everything.
but it sounds weird because it's like I don't know. I guess yeah, because it's very specific. I gotta click it 3 times or 2 times if you want one specific ability or something.
yeah.
I mean, I guess it's more difficult. I guess it's less difficult than it sounds.
No,
it's just kinda like
because it's
how
not
it
like your character.
sounds.
It's not like your character takes like they take a second to do the ability. So like when her hand comes up, it'll be like the prompt will come up, be like press F again to do this, or like press F twice to do this. So it'll come up like as you see when I use the sword or whatever, like little prompts come up saying like, hey, you can do these moves.
Yeah.
But there's a lot, dude. Like there's a lot of moves you can do. And
So you say the end game UI it's been pretty
it's
pretty
okay.
nice.
It's good. I
You
would
like it?
say. Yeah, I like it. It runs very well. Like I said earlier, I didn't have any frame drops or anything really during gameplay.
Uh-huh.
Maybe some cutscenes. Maybe it had a little trouble, but again, this is an early access game. I'm not gonna.
So how long was this? You said this was like $8, $10 usually. How long was
This
this?
is
Did you
about-
beat it or?
I did beat it. It was about 50 minutes. 50
Okay.
minutes, I would say. There's some
Okay.
cool fights though, dude. Like you'll see two boss fights, I think, in this.
So
and
even with
it's
just what you
cool.
did, like you'd feel compelled to do it again because it was just fun.
Yeah, I like you can see like when I die a bunch, I'm like, ah, crap. I tried to edit out most of my dying.
Was it
there's-
tough? Like,
yeah,
you
it's
feel
actually
like it
kind of
was kind
hard.
of difficult
It reminds me a lot of Doom mixed with Devil May Cry
because it doesn't sound hard because all these enemies have like fucking swords and shit, and you have an assault rifle. You know.
There's more. There's like they do other things. There's different enemies
do
that you
other
come
things.
across. But
Do you
that's
know-
why they have those flying enemies that like make you
Yeah,
kind of
it's true. They make
reevaluate.
yeah. I like that.
But there's different guns. I didn't realize that until about halfway through. So I'll be switching to like a different gun occasionally.
Oh, so you
there's,
have
like, the assault
you
rifle,
have
the pistol,
multiple guns.
and
That's
there's like
just-
a shotgun like type thing, and there's
Oh,
the
yeah,
grappling
you do have
hook
shotgun.
and the sword. So
Papa likes
the
the
sword is
shotgun.
super cool because once you start it, it's on a cooldown. So if you do one strike and then the bar runs out, you have to wait for that cooldown. So once you whip out your sword, you kind of have to use it to get the most out of it.
Can you use like one strike and then put it away, and it won't have to wait for it to fully recharge, or
You can
still-
can do that, but you gotta do the second strike or another strike within the time that it's available to use. So you'll see when it comes up again, it'll be like light blade or whatever, and then you'll see a bar, and then once that bar is
Right.
depleted, the cooldown starts.
okay?
So it definitely. Oh, this is cool too. This got me hyped when I saw this. But let's see if it comes up. I did edit something in here. Haha! But
Was it
basically.
a bonfire? Cool.
yeah, I saw that.
What? That's cool.
Yeah, so there's bonfires, so it'll be a checkpoint system like that. And
Oh, did you put that little Praise the Sun thing on
yeah,
the video?
I did that.
Oh, nice.
But the noise, even when you light the bonfire, the noise is basically the same as Dark Souls. It's like
Yeah.
like it's very much
Yeah,
a
the
nod.
whole like the resonating like harmonic sound. Yeah.
But I
Cool.
enjoyed my time with it. I might play it again just because like I'm a little bit better at it now, so it'll be a little bit
Yeah, I
easier.
want to try it.
Yeah.
What else was super cool about it?
Do you know anything about the story? Was there like?
yeah,
seems
there's-
pretty confusing. You know, it's like
there's some
there's
story.
fucking fantasy and
Oh, this is a boss
shit
fight.
going on.
This is a sick boss fight. But the
cool.
story is basically like you're some sort of agent that was in training, some crap happened, and now you're like, oh, I have to go find these people to figure out what happened to this agency that I used to work for. So that's kind of the basis of it, but it doesn't really tell you a lot of story. This is a really sick boss fight that I won the
And
first
there's,
time.
Like dark.
Weird swordsmen and shit. No one knows why.
Is the whole game dark and just ominous and looks like Arkham City, like the entire?
I don't know. I mean, this is the first level, but I think
This is
it
like-
would have a good aesthetic to it. Yeah, I think it'll look like this for the most part.
Honestly, they have a lot of approaches. Like, I mean, if all boss fights are like this, then they're really Dark Soulsy with how they do their bosses. Then
Yeah, because
you know,
this
when
guy,
they have that little cutscene and they're like this big room and they're just kind of sitting in the middle of it, and they get up and they don't really say a word and they fucking look at you and shit goes. Oh, what's up, Asay?
how's it going? We're
Oh,
just talking
boy.
about
Oh, it's a what up,
some
dude?
bright memory gameplay right here. This is me. Don't
Yep.
criticize me too hard, but yeah. So I really liked it. You guys should check it out. There's a good amount of skills that I saw. There's probably more. There's passive skills like run faster, take less damage, stuff like that.
Mm.
But yeah, it reminds me of
course.
Doom and Devil May Cry put together, because you
Yeah,
have
I
to be
can see
moving
that.
constantly like Doom. Constantly, you have to be
Mm.
moving. And then Devil May Cry, because you can throw up enemies in the air, do sick combos.
Oh,
like,
he parried your sword.
Dude, yeah, I really gotta agree with Parfex that it really looks like the RPG but with a gun.
yeah. But I
Can you
like it. It's
customize
cool.
your character though? Can you customize your character more?
She does have
It
different
looks like-
outfits, but I don't know. I don't think you can
Alright.
customize like her hair and stuff. I think she's a set character.
Alright.
Yeah, she's a set character. I don't
Okay.
think you have any.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
that's
fine.
that.
Bright
gameplay.
memory.
Pretty cool.
That's
Check
cool,
it out.
man.
I like it.
All right, we
Hmm.
should talk about the news. 25 minutes into the show.
Yup.
Yep. Alright, it'd be like that. It'd be like that
It'd be
every
like
time.
Okay.
Every time.
All right.
So you had
start
some
off.
more about Evo 2020.
Oh yeah, Evo 2020 is officially canceled. Before it was like rumored to be canceled, like oh it's probably gonna be canceled. Everyone's like yeah probably, but they officially announced it, like being canceled. I think
So
I'll
they're-
go with this one.
They're still going to be doing.
They're still gonna be doing it. It's gonna be
land?
online though, and people are
Okay.
kind of upset and like not upset about it. Like
I mean, I'd be pretty pissed because there's that
People
latency
train
and
for
stuff.
that,
and,
dude.
like
yes.
there are
that's
there are
exactly it.
characters that work so much better when you have
dude.
fucking lag. Honestly,
There's so
big
many
disjointed hitboxes and stuff like that. It's difficult.
Palatina.
Yeah, Palatina wrecks online and Smash, dude.
Yes, dude. Okay, there's so many characters like that, and that's where like I think it's great that they're still doing it. They're really trying to try, and give their players and pro players like a chance here and like to
Yeah.
make names for themselves. Get some publicity again, or whatever. But it also sucks because there are those characters like Palatina, and like for me, it's Vegito on Dragon
Oh
Ball.
yeah, because he's got
Dude,
big hitboxes too.
If he gets 2 frames, 3 more frames, like just a little bit of edge, like you can't touch him. And like when I play against him on PC versus Xbox, on Xbox it's just like I gotta hopefully just wait until I can raw level 3 this guy so many times that he gets taken out. But when I play on PC, I actually have like a little bit of fight. I can actually fight something because there's so less frames on like my PC and stuff, which is actually kind of funny if you've ever seen me play on my streams, guys. Like I play it on Mixer a little bit, but and you'll see me like hit things pretty great. 'Cause that's where I grew up on Mixer, kind of like the Dragon Ball Fighters on Xbox, playing in that many frames. But when I come to PC here, like it's so much different. I hit shit so early, like I'll down tech something that like way early, and I'll just end up running into a combo by accident because like
Yeah.
I think hit things so early, and that's like the only thing.
different.
Yeah, and that's what I think of with like Evo. It's like with lands and stuff, and it's like fighting games really exploit those like couple extra frames, like in like fighting games for sure. So I mean, it really just sucks that they're gonna have to do it online.
Yeah.
Especially with games, but like that
I
involve
think
like Nintendo.
everyone should just take this Evo with a grain of salt.
Mhm.
Just like
I'm still gonna watch
I
it.
don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I like seeing fightings, but
Mhm. Also,
It's-
one other thing I pointed out here too on with the Evo is that they're really known for like Cinderella type stories type players, where like because players can just walk up and play against other people, like they can't
Yeah.
just like they take
they
walk
show up and then win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
and there's
so
like a lot of
boss,
games
dude.
like
It's
that.
like, oh, hold on, let me. I got time in between picking up my kid from school or whatever. I'll just go over here,
Yeah,
win a few
yeah.
matches. Like what?
I mean, it's yeah, like I mean, you're going there. You should know the couple of the games. You know, if you're gonna be there, if you're gonna show up. So I mean, why not play a game or two? You know, see how you like show up against some pro players or something. And a lot of times they will win, and it's like, okay, you're pretty good. You know, like, and that's you can get phone numbers of other players and stuff like that. You know, you just advertise yourself a little bit as well. And like they're not gonna be having that anymore. Like, they're not gonna be having any walk on open brackets or anything anymore because of this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
think there's like
unfortunate.
4 or 5 games that are just completely closed bracket. Like, they're not allowing anyone else to play, and they have their set players and set times, which are like the big games, like Dragon Ball, Tekken, and like a couple other big ones. I can't remember. And I think, and yeah, the that one, the My Little Pony game is gonna be there. They're gonna be doing that one.
Watch that game be like
I don't know.
insanely hard, like BlazBlue. It's like insanely difficult.
Honestly, dude, like it might be. I was watching some gameplay. You know.
Yeah, it looks really like.
It looks like a legit fighting game. Like
It looks like a 2D like
yeah,
Dragon Ball
like,
Fighters type shit.
yeah, it
know?
actually did. Reminded me of Dragon Ball Fighters. Yeah, they
Because they
didn't
have
have
to
like
do
the
aerial.
Dragon Rush, but like they
Yeah. And I guess they said that they're gonna make it 5 weekends long, which is what they're trying to do instead of 1 weekend. So it's gonna take like
Okay.
so long to get
Good.
everything.
Yeah,
together,
because
so.
Take longer
because
than everything,
online,
yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Totally understandable. Totally understandable.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're gonna handle it. Like, what if the game's like lagging or some shit during a match, and like I wonder how they would handle that. They just like try again. That was a mulligan.
Exactly. I mean, most tournaments are just like, too bad. It's whatever, you missed out. Like,
That sucks. Oh, you had a shitty connection that game. Sorry.
yeah, sometimes you can throw up a pause. Hopefully your player's like respectable and like gives you a minute, the person you're playing against, but that's it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Um,
Be like, nah, dude.
Win.
It's your problem, dude.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Evo going online is a good idea, or should they just canceled it?
I don't know. I think they should still do it. I mean, that's.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, because I don't know. You just don't want anyone to forget Evo. You know, you just do it every year.
I don't know. I don't think anyone's gonna
Like-
forget it. Like, it's the biggest fighting game competition in the world. Like,
I don't know.
think anyone would forget
for me, it just. It's like every time they don't do it, they just miss out on publicity for all these games, I guess.
Oh, that was me who wrote that.
Yeah,
But because someone else is on the FPSGuides account. I guess it's Sig or something. But
that's me.
oh, okay. I was like, oh my god, I didn't write that. Someone's
Yeah, it's me.
Who's controlling my computer?
Yeah, it's me. I'm controlling your computer.
Hey.
But yeah. I guess this is what it is, man.
Well, next year
I
I'm
guess we'll talk
excited, I'm excited to
Ghost.
watch Evo, regardless if it's online. But even next year, it'll be
Yeah.
probably even more entertaining because they'll be like, all right, like we need to like kind of
Yeah.
like regroup ourselves
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, and
Yep.
that too. You really got to get off like the vibe of the people, because I remember watching like I can watch some tournaments and stuff like that, some fighting tournaments, and it's not really as great when you just watch like replays or fights or something like that. But when I watch it and I hear the crowd scream too, and like I make
Yeah, you get into it, dude.
That's when it gets
Oh,
hyped,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it gets a little bit more hype.
Like,
yeah.
I watch fighting games for games I don't really play. Like, I watch Tekken tournaments, and I don't even play Tekken. It's just, like, watching these tournaments and people getting so hyped because the guy got, like, a good
Yeah.
read, and he just
Yeah.
takes it from coast to coast. You're just like, oh!
Yeah, right. Like those, you don't have those moments or those feels.
Yeah.
Vibes.
Or, like, people in Dragon Ball Fighter Z tournaments where, like, they be down to their last character, and they're, like, almost
Those are
dead.
hype.
They just
Yeah.
fucking... Yeah, they just come back, take out all 3 of his characters. Shit's crazy.
That is pretty
Yeah.
hype. I do like watching that.
Play just
Yeah.
perfect. It's
Those
amazing.
comeback
Fighting
tournaments.
games, in my opinion, fighting games have the hypest tournaments.
They do if you know what's going on. I think
Yeah.
for sure. But if you have no idea what's going on, you
Because
don't know.
the moment to moment gameplay in a fighting tournament, and just when shit gets like crazy, it's just like an instant.
Yep.
It's just
Yeah.
And you can tell too. It's like
to me, it's the
when he
best.
makes when people make a mistake, you're just like, that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
he's done.
You can
Yeah.
tell they make a mistake. Yeah, like when Mars dropped what Evo, was that Evo 2019 where he didn't beat Leo because he missed a smash attack.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
no, it was
that was
Tweak.
it.
Yeah, Tweak.
That was Tweak.
Missed-
Yeah,
He just missed
literally.
time to
He
smash
almost
attack.
beat the best in the world. Like he had to get one hit on this guy, and he missed it. And then MK Leo turned it around, beat him. Like that was the
Super
turning
hype,
point.
dude. Super hype.
Crazy. But
There is.
well,
Oh, you're like
you
cutting out a
sound
little bit. Fix
Oh, I
yourself.
said, like,
Oh, there you go.
I said like watching fighting games is almost like watching like literal UFC fights.
Yeah.
Like,
Except with colorful characters.
Except for
except for
colorful,
colorful characters and flashy moves.
colorful, flashy characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
That's
so I
easy
guess
to
we should probably move on to some more of the news here.
Yeah.
Go.
move on to some more stuff. Want to talk about Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah, I talked about it last week, and I got a criticism about kind of harping on it too long, so I won't do that this week, obviously, because there's more news, but I don't want to stay on one subject too long. So I'll just kind of go through the
Okay.
bullet points here, and if you guys have any interest, just say words or something, in the meantime.
All around the chat. I know I have a
All in the
couple friends just in chat, just lingering. I know you guys.
Yeah, so
I see.
some more news came out about this game. Super excited about it. This guy, Julien Chieze, I think is how you say it. He's French. I have no idea. He did an interview with the creative director of the game, so he got some more information there. They described combat as very challenging because when you're a samurai, you die in like 3 strikes, and like everyone else dies in 3 strikes. So you have to be
Wow.
pretty confident and pretty consistent with your timing. So that's good to
Okay.
hear. I like hearing that because I don't want it to be like Assassin's Creed, where you can just mash buttons and get away with it, because combat's not
Yeah.
that hard.
Or you have to just like, if you just get a really powerful weapon, you can one hit everybody.
Yeah, that's not going to be it. They did say that
Yeah.
careful timing will let you mostly one hit weaker enemies, because I mean, if they're weaker, they're
Yeah,
not gonna
it should be able
waste
to.
your time,
Yeah.
trying to kill that guy.
Definitely.
Yeah, so like enemies go down in a few hits, you go down in a few hits. There will be one-on-one duels, very cinematic, very, very, very intense fights. The director did say that these are the hardest fights in the game. They're pretty much boss fights, and they're all one-on-one. They're all just
Yeah.
straight up, who's better, no messing around.
Yeah.
which I like.
It's like those
because-
old samurai movies.
Yeah,
You guys,
yeah,
like,
that's what they
walking
said. They
in
really
and
want to
you
get
see,
that
like,
feel.
you see like the grass just kind of like waving, and you guys just standing there holding your swords.
Yeah, it'll be a lot like that, which is super cool. I hope it's not just against other swordsmen; it's against like some spear people or some other stuff.
Yeah.
But
Ooh,
you
tight.
can the katana is the main weapon, but there will be more weapons to use, so that'd be cool. I hope there's again like spears or.
Well, I mean,
maybe
it's a
even
ninja. I would
Kurosagawa.
feel like a Kurosagama or something. Yeah.
that'd
Or
be
like
cool.
kunai.
But even when you're in Ghost, doing the Ghost
Kunai
missions or
Chain.
the infiltration missions, you can always fight as a samurai. So it's not like you spec into one thing and you can't use skills of the other thing.
Yeah.
You can always use both skills, which is very nice. I like hearing that.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, the world is the biggest the developer has ever made, which is super cool. It's also the most diverse, which I like. I like seeing different landscapes. I'm not trying to get bored of the same trees or the same grass all the time. So super cool
Yeah.
there.
Cool.
They did say it was inspired by Zelda and Shadow of the Colossus for the art direction for their world, which is two
The art direction.
two pretty good
Okay.
games. So I like hearing that.
Okay.
Too.
Interesting.
And
I did see a lot of people
what's
were
up?
hyped, so hyped about like the dude's cape. Like they're just like, dude, it's so cool how
It looks
follows
so
the-
nice.
yeah,
like,
it looks
dude, it
super
really
nice,
does.
dude.
Like the cape physics, dude.
It really it follows everything. It follows along with the grass, and I really hope that it doesn't like get any glitchy or anything. I really hope it stays for it. Like stays for it.
Honestly, like
No,
the
I
game
think
was
it'll
gorgeous.
stay pretty solid because
Yeah.
it's used as like a navigation tool as well. Because if you stay in the opposite
Especially-
direction and blow the wind, your
Yeah.
cape will be like, "Oh, go this
Yeah.
way."
Yeah, I mean, the only videos I've really seen, like, well, really after you pointed it out to me, like, yeah, they actually do follow like the wind channel, like, and stuff like that. After you pointed it out to me, I definitely seen like other little videos of people playing it or like showing it, and they're all freaking out about it. Look how the cape is following. Like, dude,
It's so nice, dude.
it's
I
really
mean,
nice.
some
It's
developers
such a
spend a
cool-
long time doing that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So
Wait, that's a PlayStation exclusive, right?
yeah, it's July 17th, my man. That's a month after The Last of Us 2, dude. Oh my god.
So much stuff coming out in the next couple of months.
Yeah, but
I just need to-
because the world is so big and diverse, the director did say, he stated specifically that he's like, we did not want to make this world empty. There's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of optional
Yeah.
side content, and there's a lot
Yeah.
of perspectives in the world because
Yeah.
it's an invasion, it's war. There's a lot of different people out there. So he's like,
Like,
you
yeah.
gotta go see them. You gotta go see different things. He wants you to get like sidetracked and lost, which is cool because
This
I like
is-
that.
This is like feudal area, right? With different like feudal lords are like battling for territories and shit. Like,
No, I don't think so. It's 12. It's
You don't
12,
think
it's
so?
like 12. I think the year is like 1270 something. I don't know. It's the Mongol invasion of the island.
oh,
So
okay.
you're fighting
yeah.
them. You don't have time to
fighting
deal
the
with
Mon-
other Japanese lords, dude. You're
Find the
like-
Mongolians. Cool.
Yeah, so that's a little bit more news. The game will be about 40 to 50 hours long, depending on how much side content you do, which is good. That's fine. I don't
Yeah.
need it to be AC
That's
Odyssey
solid.
80 hours long.
That's
I don't
solid.
need that. I'm good.
That's solid. If it gets a lot longer than that, it's probably like artificially elongated, you know?
I think they also quoted him as saying that like there's so much like stuff that they have packed into the game that they're like that you can't play it in one playthrough. Like there's little bits of like scenes and stuff like that that you're not going to see if you play it in like one playthrough. So they're trying to get people to play it like more than once.
Which is cool because of the skill trees and respecking and stuff and how you do your skills. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, you have-
Should
you
get a
have-
decent amount of replayability,
you have
honestly.
to.
I might play it in black and white, just maybe like the second or third time through and be like, how does this really look? Does this look really that good?
So what'd you do? Would you go through the game as a samurai or ghost? Or like kind of like a hybrid or something?
I would probably go through as a hybrid, but mainly leaning towards samurai because they said it's more skill-based combat when you do samurai because you're fighting straight up and not sneaking around.
Yeah.
So
Or ghost
I
is
want
like
that.
sneaking in and like taking people out patiently and stuff. Yeah.
And they did say that the armor you wear affects your mobility too. So if you're the ghost, you're not going to be wearing like freaking heavy ass
Right.
armor.
Like you'll die in one hit, but if you're wearing heavy armor, you're not gonna be able to like climb over walls and
Yeah, which is cool.
do
Which
crazy
is really
jump.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good concept. Yeah.
So yeah, that's just more news about that game coming up.
Cool.
And yeah, really excited. Really excited that back to back, PlayStation
It
bangers.
does look
here.
really cool. It does look really
Yeah,
cool.
we will have a lot of gameplay up as you see with this game, but
Yeah.
that one.
Well, once we get Ghost of Tsushima, I'll start streaming it.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
So
dude.
yeah, it'll be sick. But
And then another.
moving on about this vein of PlayStation stuff.
Yeah, still talking about PlayStation. The CEO of Sony Corp himself, like the head dog, the head honcho, the big kahuna, the big cheese.
Big tuna.
He Kenichiro Yoshida said that there is a strong lineup of PlayStation 5 games and they are set to be announced soon. Thanks.
Ooh.
Appreciate it. Appreciate your date
Nice.
you gave me there. Soon.
Just gotta give you a little tickle. Just
Just a little
it's like
little
let me a little
tease.
something for you.
But there is a
Yeah.
rumor going around that it's going to be early June, June 2nd, June 4th, something around there, of the big PS5 blowout event. Which is cool
Right.
because, they don't want to suffocate all their games that are coming out and be like, oh, let's not care about these PS4 games because PS5 is coming out. So I think they're doing it at the right time.
Yeah,
So
that's
look forward to that. What kind of PlayStation 5
Good
games do you
idea.
think you would want to see? You'd be like, all right, if they're going to bring something and I'm going to be impressed, I want to see this.
Bloodborne 2.
Well, I mean,
Bloodborne 2
It's never gonna.
and-
It's not going to happen. But
Bloodborne 2.
Should I need to say the game that I'm trying to look forward to? I mean, if any of your friends in the chat, I'm pretty
Spider-Man?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck me up with
Spider-Man 2,
Spider-Man,
dude.
Tony.
I could see like a
Dude, I'm
logo.
still-
I could see
I'll
like a
take it up with
logo.
Spider-Man.
Dude, the second I really hope that that's one of the games that they announce. If they don't announce that, then I'm just not gonna buy the PlayStation. I'm just telling you straight up.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man 2
Oh,
is in the
World
works.
World War 2, God of War 2, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn
God of
2.
War 2, Spider-Man 2. That's like.
I just want sequels to everything that made me buy the PlayStation 4.
It's
Exactly.
almost like
so
Sony
that I'll
has
buy the
amazing
PlayStation 5.
stable of games.
Like, I bought the PlayStation 4 because I was like, oh, Bloodborne and all these other games are great. I need that same kind of push
Yeah.
for PS5.
I think we'll see. I think we'll see a tease of Spider-Man 2, as in like maybe a logo, be like, "Here's a logo, we're working on it." It's like, all right, cool, thanks,
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I mean, I know there's been hella rumors and stuff like that, but like they're just so vague. But there's so many of these vague rumors and stuff.
It's
and,
like, something's got to be going on.
Like there's no way it's not. Like they moved like a couple of the directors in Marvel Studios. Like the director from like the original one and like Marvel Studios just met up like not too long ago, and then like they I guess got together to build another contract which they presented to Sony. Like, and so it's just like all this stuff, and I'm like,
Well,
And then I saw this.
Insomniac is contracted to make a trilogy of games, Spider-Man games.
Yeah,
So
They're
Wait.
definitely working on another one.
I thought it wasn't Spider-Man games. I thought it was like just Marvel games.
no, I
It
think
might
it's
ju-
Spider-Man.
actually-
I think it's
It is
Spider-Man
Spider-Man?
specifically.
I'm not sure.
I'm
Because
not-
remember,
it's a rumor,
Spider-Man
but
and
I don't
Marvel
know.
are different, are technically separated
Oh,
IPs
yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah, they're separated, but like I think Marvel Studios helped make like the storyline for it, helped make it or something like that. I don't know. They had some involvement with
Maybe.
it, but for sure. Well, yeah, that's really one of the announcements that I'm hoping for out of that Sony announcement because
Yeah.
dude,
I
I'll
just want to
pre-order
see some badass games.
I'll pre-order right now.
I'll pre-order right now. for real.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a lot of rumors about that game that they overhauled the swinging like almost completely to make it better. I'm like, how did you make it any better than it was before?
Dude, the swinging was like the best part of that
That's
game.
yeah, I
Like,
saw that. That was one of the rumors too. That they said that like, if the game is coming out, if like that they were talking about how they were trying to make the swinging different. How if they wanted to make it real hybrid or like just
make it
arcade.
better.
Yeah, there's like different
Um,
modes you can do kind of
Yep.
in the swinging.
Yeah, that's what they. This is the room like that. The realism is as in like you can't be swinging like 2,000 feet above a park where there's like no like there's clearly no skyscrapers for you to grab onto.
Yeah.
So like you can't be swinging that high. Kind of how the first one was because I don't know
Yeah.
if you swung through.
Yeah, you couldn't swing through places that didn't have high things to like
Yeah.
swing
So
to.
that then there's another one where it's like hybrid where you can kind of get like around some of those places but not so easily. And you still would fly really low. You can kind of it makes it a little bit harder. You still just swing pretty fast. And then there's also the realism one where you literally can't like swing. This is all like rumor though. I mean, really should have put this in the rumor part, but so,
Yeah.
Did you? Oh man,
I did.
did you
Sorry,
finish? You
I-
beat Spider-Man, right, John?
I did. I literally.
I think I beat it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I paid a friend for me to rent his PlayStation so that I could play Spider-Man.
That's what I was wondering. I was
Yeah.
like, you don't have a PlayStation. How the hell?
And then
did
he
I
you
don't have a
burned it.
PlayStation.
He burned through it in like 2 days.
Dude, I was like, I'll see you guys later. Didn't talk to nobody for like
Yeah.
I
I was like, where's Danny been? Oh, he's still playing Spider-Man.
The
I
true,
spent, like,
the true
hours.
gamer.
I spent hours just swinging around. Dude, it was great. I know if DCAS is in here. He's the one who I got it from. He gave it to me. He dropped
Yeah.
it off. He's like, when can I get it back? I was like, you can't. I was like, can't get it back.
It's
Yeah, so
mine
that's,
now.
That's pretty exciting. I hope to see some really good games because
Mm.
I mean, let's face it, PlayStation has the games. I'm sorry, Xbox has got some games, but PlayStation really they got it.
Dude, I think it's crazy that like such a small announcement like that got a lot of people hyped. It really got a lot of fires burning.
Yeah, and then another small thing that we're going to talk about is the chance of Anthem resurrecting and becoming like Anthem 2.0 or Anthem Next, kind of how No Man's Sky resurrected
Becoming
itself.
the game that it was supposed to be.
Yeah, so according to
Launch,
EA,
yeah.
Anthem still has a small team of around 30 working to overhaul the game, and it's a long way away. This game has no shot for me, dude. This game has no
No?
chance.
I don't know.
No chance.
I wanted Anthem to be good because I liked everything about it except for the huge problems with it.
Except for everything about it.
Except for the huge problems with it. Like, I really wanted it to be good. And so if they are able to pull a No Man's Sky and turn the game around and make it, like, actually playable, then I'll definitely give it another try.
I'm not.
I liked
Because
it.
I saw they have been releasing progress reports and
Mhm.
how they are like working to just basically fix everything that everyone said was horrible about the game. You know, like the gun leveling and the monotonous combat and the story being asinine,
Terrible.
asinine and confusing, and not even interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
really
have
liked
any hope for this game, to be honest.
I really liked it. I loved it.
I
like
like-
Really?
I
Yeah.
liked it, but then I didn't like it. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's
like
one
he
of those
liked
games-
it, but like he would have liked it much more if they had all those issues fixed.
Yeah,
Like the
Yeah.
game was there, the possibility for a game was there.
it was
They
like,
just
right.
they just missed the mark completely.
It was like right
They were
there.
like hundreds of yards over the target.
It's like when NASA
Yeah.
did it's like when NASA did their measurements in two different dimensions and they freaking overshot
Yeah.
everything. It's like, dude, come on.
It's like NASA trying to send a rocket to the moon and then they send it to fucking Jupiter on accident.
It's like JAXA,
You know?
dude. JAXA is basically Japan's NASA. They sent
Yeah.
a sensor over to go see what Mercury's about, and it just launched into the sun because they overshot it.
Oh, there it goes. How much money was that? Millions? Fuck.
Sorry, yeah. But
That's funny. But
I
yeah.
do know like one of the greatest things though about that game was the flying, and you can't say it wasn't because there was a couple times where we would clearly fly past the point objective, and we just want to fly a little longer. We just want to just
The
chill.
flying was actually done pretty well. The flying was
Was
cool.
it?
The flying on
That was, like,
controller was
the
good.
only thing.
The flying on controller was
Yeah.
good. Mouse and keyboard was
Yeah, yeah.
terrible.
Mouse and keyboard was bad. Yeah.
Yes, very bad.
I mean, yeah.
But flying is cool.
I don't want to get too bad to talk about Anthem again.
Yeah. No, I really hope
That's the news about Anthem, though.
Yeah,
Enough.
but yeah, I guess we'll move
Well,
on to
I-
something else, which is
I
the
got,
next news story
Team
that
United.
Danny gave us here.
Okay, so Team Diginitis, alright? So if any of my people, also if my people are in my channel you should just come over here. Like,
Yeah,
come over here.
we're showing gameplay of cool stuff.
Yeah.
I think there'll be Neo
Yeah.
Drop
gameplay
us a
after
follow.
this.
Yeah, because you can't talk to me over here. But yeah, so Team Diginitis, they signed the first all-female Valorant team.
Okay.
So
Okay, how is this different
What's
than
that?
any esports team ever?
Okay.
The thing
no,
is,
no.
like-
Oh, I didn't finish the thing.
the thing is, last time Riot had anything to do with an all-female team, they basically used it as like a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like we talked about it on our totally unreliable podcast. We talked about it there.
And when is that?
last time-
When does that usually go live?
It's usually Wednesdays. Wednesdays now we're kind of like just gaming and talking really at the same time.
It's like an
Like,
IRL
it's gonna be
game
on
stream.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Like, so previously in like Riot Esports, the last all-female team that they had didn't do that great. They weren't that great. They kind of went like 0-27.
Oh,
And they were like
not
very
great.
badly
That's the worst you could do. That's not great.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
yeah, it's pretty horrible. They didn't win a single game among like 3 splits. So
Man,
it literally got to the point where Riot's like,
Iachi probably has something to say about that, but you know.
Yeah. got to the point where Riot's like, you know what? Sorry, you can't compete anymore.
Sorry, we're gonna have to just drop you guys.
Yeah, it's
This
really
is-
yeah.
We feel
But
bad.
that-
We're gonna bring you down to the A league.
So,
Okay.
so this is the last time that they kind of had the issue with this, so that's why they're kind of skeptical about like having an all-girls team right now. But Diginitis is really really pushing it, and they're really like
Okay.
wanting to have this because they are like a former CS:GO team from 2018-2019. They
Yeah.
won the female cup twice, back to back, but that was also the female cup.
There was a female cup.
That
Yeah, there's
exists.
female. Yeah, for
All
CS.
all esports aren't co-ed.
That's not a
They
thing.
can be, but
Why?
this is like
Why?
the female ones. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Is
think
it the
it's
same
just
way
the-
how chess
So,
has like
like,
male and
I
female
don't-
leagues?
I don't-
Is that like the
I
same
don't- I-
premise?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know
'Cause,
why.
like-
But it is for only CS. I mean, CS is the only people that I've seen do this.
Whatever.
That's just me.
You know what? Yeah. Okay. I'll
But,
I'll take that news. Yes.
I'll take that news on.
I was about to just go and no. Yeah. Cool.
But they really did. So Diginize did actually. They were the organization that did bring them together, and they were the organization that the girls won both of those championships under the female versions of it under like Diginize for Diginize. So they really was like a Avengers type call that they got like just not too long ago. Where it's like, hey, we're getting the band back
An
together.
Avengers type call. It's like you just see like
Yeah,
it's
We're
each
getting the band
cutscene.
back together.
Each cutscene is just like them picking up the phone, just like I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. You son of a bitch, I'm in. Or like, but yeah. So I mean, they're really supposed to be playing this weekend. And like 2 different events. I guess for $1,000 each. Supposed to be the pool for it. One's on Saturday. I think the other one's on Sunday.
Yeah, that's like
Okay.
what, a plane ticket. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're supposed to be playing. I
That'll
mean,
pay
really,
for your travel.
really hoping that they do good. They got to represent some women. But I think it is one of the cups is a women's cup, and I think the other one's is mixed. I think I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on this.
Okay.
I think.
Are there all men's cups?
Yeah.
Or they're just like all women's and then
And then
Oh.
the rest.
John's so confused about this.
I'm
there's
just-
a
I'm
women's
confused
cup.
too, dude. I'm really confused. Like, I don't understand why
You
this is
know,
a thing.
I don't know.
There is like a WNBA, so I mean, I could see them being.
Yeah,
like,
But, all right,
dude.
all right,
All right,
but-
come on, dude. That's not the same
Like
thing. That's not the
contact
same
sports are
thing.
different than like gaming,
Contact-
dude. You know, like
There's mixed frisbee teams, dude. Like they can do this.
first mixed fit. You know what? We don't need to have this kind of discussion.
You don't need to-
We're just gonna go ahead and move on.
we don't need to open this can of worms here.
Yeah, this is a can. I'm just gonna stay close. Put that back on the shelf.
In it. Talk about it maybe later off stream.
We'll talk about it later. You know. But anyways,
You're going
so
more
there's
in-depth-
a
more
Robin
in-depth
Hood
on,
hacker.
Your show.
Oh yes.
It-
Okay, so this I just found out today. Actually, there's Robin Hood type hacker out there for Animal Crossing. Apparently, there's something going on with the stocks or something like that, or the black market going on. I don't play the.
In Animal Crossing or the real
In
life
Animal-
black market?
No,
No,
Animal
in-
Crossing,
They're the
like
sa-
the
they're the
seedy
same thing.
underground
They're the
of
same thing.
turnip trading.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Isabella's like freaking curb stomping people and like shooting them in the face.
Like legit. It's just drugs.
Yeah, just so black market computers and stuff, black web going on in Animal Crossing. It's way harder than we
It's a
think.
problem.
But yeah, I guess the people are saying it's a little bit unfair, and I guess this hacker's completely against it. And he's going around giving free ramens, what
Raymond's.
Raymons?
I think
You know what
that's
that is?
a. I think a Raymond. I think Raymond is a character in Animal Crossing
Is it?
because there are like residents that you can get, and a lot of
Mhm.
residents are more desirable than others.
Okay.
And these aren't randomly generated residents. You get them
Mhm.
randomly, but they are set characters with set personalities and set blah blah blahs.
Okay. Apparently the guy's name is
Raymond is a cat. Yeah.
Okay.
Raymond is a cat who. Okay, I remember my
Okay.
girlfriend telling me about this actually. Yeah, Raymond.
Oh yeah,
Is a-
I'm
is a-
sure
is
you
a-
don't. I'm
is a
sure you
little
don't have a
cat
save
critter
file. I'm sure you don't have
That
a save
everyone
file.
really wants this Raymond guy because he's funny and he's cute and shit like that.
Okay.
Everyone wants this guy, and so
Okay.
he basically hacked into the game files and he's giving people this highly desired.
Well, okay.
Present.
I guess the way that he's going about
Nice.
it, the dude's name is Poke Ninja. So if anyone, I don't know if he's
Dope.
got caught yet. I don't know if he's still at large. If anyone here is playing, Animal Crossing and wants this, Raymond, I would try and hit him up on Twitter because that's how people have been doing it. What they do is he has altered his own world, apparently in the editing part of it, and can just give out free Raymonds to everyone. And he's giving away for free to help, I guess, fight against the black market that they have. And people have just been going into his worlds, grabbing this Raymond, saying thanks, and leaving.
This is a
And,
this is a world. This is a whole universe, dude.
Dude.
Like
Animal Crossing has got there's a dark underbelly to Animal Crossing. Okay.
you hear that, Parfex? You hear that, Parfex? There's a dark underbelly to Animal Crossing. You need to get
What
the game
Animal
now.
Crossing's got a dark underbelly, dude. There is some shit that goes on in Animal Crossing.
It's so weird.
What's
Yeah,
that rule called? Rule 34?
Is it?
Is that
think
the one
so.
where like anything
Yeah.
there will be
Mhm.
racy
And then Rule
images of it?
35 is like if it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
if
I
it
just
will.
Because I just googled that Raymond person. I'm just like, man, this game's been out like 2 months. People already got shit tons of
Oh God.
drawings.
No way.
Drawings.
I'm not gonna soil my Twitch with
We
those
don't need
links so
to.
you guys
We
can
don't
Google
need
it
to.
yourselves.
We're above that. We're above that.
We're above that. But anyways, what we aren't above is censoring though.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it's been like I think a month since we've last like brought up some China and like
we
bashed
talked
a
more
little bit.
stuff about China.
It's about that time. It's about that time.
It's about
So,
that time.
Valve quietly released its what is it? The China Lite. It quietly released its censored version of Steam for China. It's in its alpha stages right now. Steam released
Okay.
the Steam China is what it's called.
Okay.
And,
Really creative there.
have it for all of its censorship needs. They announced it. They announced that they were gonna work on it around 2018, 2019, around there for them. But apparently some of the functions are like the profiles that you make and stuff. They can't be viewed by anyone else. Through the Steam China app, they're all hidden. But first they have to go through an approval before they can be displayed on Steam at all. And
Okay, that sounds
I guess
pretty
that's
normal.
Approval
as
by
in,
the
like-
Chinese government.
Oh, by
By the
10
Chinese
cent.
yes, and
Yeah.
I mean normally you can just make an account and you can just start adding friends, but this way like I guess you can't even add friends. You can't do nothing until like the government's like, all right, this guy's clean, he's good to go.
Basically, everything you do on Steam China has to be vetted by the Chinese government.
Exactly. Yep. So really, it's like
Wow. Okay.
But Steam
Really
also doesn't
awesome.
allow you the Steam China doesn't allow you to play any games or anything.
God damn
Past
it.
the-
Hopefully we won't get
Passage-
flagged for that on YouTube.
apparently it doesn't allow it to go past its China set times and stuff like that. So like now how they have the games where you can't play past 10 p.m.
Yeah,
something
you
like
can't
that.
play past certain times because of the
If
whole
you-
yeah
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
if
that's
you were to
right.
download it right
social
now,
credit. Yeah,
if you were to download it right now, play it on your computer, it's automatically set towards the China time zone. So even though you're here in America, if you have Steam China, you can't play past 10 p.m. and you can't play until I think
Yeah.
3 or 4 a.m.
yeah.
So it automatically just doesn't let you do it. Like,
It'd be like, oh, it's 10 p.m. Time for you to go to bed,
Yep.
brush your teeth.
So I saw a couple screenshots. Someone actually did try playing like CS, and they said, you're not allowed to play this game until 4 a.m. And that's when you're allowed to load it back up. And I guess the China rules is like 3 a.m. so that's why he's like a little bit even more perplexed about what's going on here. But it is still like an alpha phase. But it really does look like Riot isn't the only. It really looks like Riot isn't the only software developer willing to add and remove from its products in order to access China's massive gaming market. Because
Yeah.
Riot's kind of the whole Tencent
mean,
shenanigans.
It is a massive market.
It's
Yeah.
a massive
I mean,
market.
Riot is Tencent, dude.
There's
Like,
a shit ton of people there.
Riot is Tencent.
Yeah, Riot's
Riot is
100%
Tencent.
owned.
Riot is 100%
100%
owned by Tencent.
For sure, yeah. But like, I just think it's crazy. I mean, I think it's crazy that China's going through all this stuff to like censor its people. I feel like this is so much work for them. Like, you know, but I feel like it's so much work, but like also Valve is making it a little bit easier for them. You know?
So, man, it's a lot of work, but, what's the payout?
True.
Millions of obedient people.
Perfect, dude. Perfect. It's like Psychopaths all over again, dude.
God.
All right. We're gonna gloss over the rest of that. That's our
So,
take on our hot take on China again.
Time on that. We'll see you guys in another month.
That's our time on that one. We'll come back to China next month.
But yeah, Defran is another pro player. He's another pro CS:GO player. He went to Valorant. He's another one of the guys. He got permanently banned from the Solari tournament over the weekend, and he got a 7-day ban on Twitch. He it's kind of, the dude's known for being toxic. He's known for being like trash talking his teammates, trash talking the enemy players, like just running his mouth on his Twitch account and stuff like that. Like when he's playing against ranked games and stuff like that. So he's kind of known for that. But over the weekend, Slayer did have a tournament. They changed the time because I guess they were playing a French team and some overseas team, and I guess over there it's huge to play meals, or not to play, to eat meals with your family. So, and like to do something with eating meals with your family, and it was like a necessity. So they moved the time ahead. The guy, DeFran, missed the opportunity to play during his cup, during his tournament. He was online on Valorant, but he wasn't in the game, wasn't in the tournament game. A bunch of his teammates tried to reach out to him in Discord, text him, call him, and stuff like that. They even whispered to him, one of the forms of the communication on Valorant. Like, they whispered to him, like, hey, like, where are you at? To trying to get him into the game. And this dude just replies back, fuck your mom. Like, that's literally all he says. And this is apparently what got him actually banned from the Valorant game.
This kid's what, like 14?
No, he's actually old. He's actually older. He's like 28.
Yeah, that's what's ridiculous. That's what's ridiculous, dude.
It's like, what the hell? But anyway, so I guess they like straight through the whole game, like for this. Didn't want to even get on because he thought it was dumb that they had to change their times and stuff like that. And it just didn't. It kind of doesn't make sense for like a game tournament last minute to be like, oh, we are changing our, like. So I kind of see where he's a little bit like upset, but it's different when you're like, oh, I have to work or something like that, and I can't make the tournament. But if you're just online doing your own stuff and you're just like, no, I'm not getting on, then like that's different. But people thought that he actually got banned for what he did like later on, because he went on like an hour-long rant on Twitch, after one of his games, like saying how like he hates the tournament, he thinks the tournament's dumb, he thinks that everyone that was on the team that like, because that was tweeting and trying to get him like banned and like get suspension or something like that, for him not showing up. They all like were saying like, this is dumb, this isn't fair, like he should be punished and stuff like that for throwing the game and stuff like that. And he was going on forever saying how everyone's like in like, I guess the easy way to say it, I guess a nicer way to say it, they're not nice people, they suck, they're
not nice people.
That he went and said a lot of things about everyone, like literally everyone.
Like, fuck you guys, fuck your mom.
Yeah, exactly. He went off, he's like everyone, he's like the tournament, the company, the people who run the tournament, the other players, anyone who agrees with them, and he would like literally called out everyone that had anything to do with that situation. But he did end up tweeting that he finally did get banned from the tournament forever. Can't come back to the tournaments, any future tournaments, and he did get a 7-day ban on Twitch. And he just tweeted immediately, like right after, he's like, "F it, was worth it." Like he's just
worth,
dude. Yeah, worth. Like, dude, like guys know for being toxic. You should have seen this coming. But anyways, yeah, and he's like, I don't know, but there's other Valorant tournaments coming up anyways, so it's fine, no big deal.
Yep.
No big
Get
deal.
For being very mature about it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I guess we go talk about our. Go ahead.
Well, I guess I'd say going into rapid fire news, we want to do some rapid fire stuff. Twitch or FaZe did get in trouble again. The controversy kings. Um,
Of course.
they got in trouble again for going for a tournament or playing a tournament, a Fortnite tournament. I think it was solos. So
Okay.
you drop in 100 people Fortnite. It's a battle royale. So everyone against everyone, and you're supposed to play that you're trying to get out everyone. So if you see someone, you do have to like kind of engage them and stuff like that. So you do see like a lot of people. There's multiple like FaZe members that go in, multiple TSM players that go in.
Oh, okay.
You do know like
Yeah.
there's a couple of your buddies that are gonna be dropping in. So there
Uh-huh.
was a situation that happened, and they did get
Well,
a lot of flack for it.
They saw each other and they didn't kill each other.
They saw each other. It was a kind of a trifecta. It was a triangle. The one person had angle two people. It had three people involved. One person had angle two people. One person had angle two people. Another person had angle both two people. But two members were FaZe and one person wasn't. And guess who was getting lit up by
Two people. Yeah.
two people? And the other two people were making zero effort. And I mean, like, you have the walls you can put up. They had no walls.
Yeah.
Like, defending from where the other fires. So they got a little bit of flack for that. They did get a little bit of fine, I guess.
Oh my God.
'cause
I just think of that like Spider-Man meme where they're both pointing at each other.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
He sees Tfue and he's like.
But yeah, it's just them doing like that's kind of cheating. Like they get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Like, dude, come on. Like, you're supposed to attack each other with the best of your ability. You do see it does happen where, like, people engage each other and they're like, oh, that's my buddy, and they just, like, disengage and leave. Like, and they're just like, all right, whatever, I'm just not going to take the fight. But it's different when they're standing next to each other and they're just taking fights, like, taking on someone else. So.
And it's a solo tournament. They're, like, pretty much teaming up to take this guy out, so.
It looks so
That sounds
bad.
so familiar, doesn't it?
Dude.
Sounds so familiar.
Sounds what?
Sounds so familiar, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds so familiar. Just Smash. It's a battle royale, pretty much. Oh no, we're just gonna team up on each other. It's fine.
Yeah, come on, dude. Yeah, just like we're playing free for alls and Smash, and they're just like, yeah, we'll just team up on this stuff. Yeah.
But it's,
Bullshit.
That was just FaZe back at it.
Yeah.
In case,
FaZe
I
back
know,
at it again.
Sig was like so we had a little argument with him, and I was like, dude, they're over there doing their own thing again.
Yeah, I put that clip. I clipped that and put it on YouTube as a separate thing. I don't know how well it's doing or how many views it has, if any. So check it out if you guys want to see if FaZe Clan can fucking stay the course and remain relevant through these times. Probably not.
I think their shit show is what makes them relevant.
Yeah,
Like they're not really known for being the best at anything, but they're known for their shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we were talking about like last week, kind of.
Yeah.
And I think Sig was saying that they do. I was saying that they can just get more talent. And Sig's like, well, eventually they're gonna get it over. I don't know. We need to get Sig back in here.
Yeah.
To finish the argument.
But anyways, let's go ahead and move on with some of the smaller newses. We've got some stuff about Last of Us, Hunt Showdown, Assassin's Creed. Why don't you start us off, Danny?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be larger than Odyssey. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? This isn't also an Ubisoft game, but I mean, also, I did hear it's supposed to be larger, but they said it's supposed to not take as long or be as like small missions.
Like filler content, not as much filler content.
Yeah, filler.
Because Odyssey is
okay.
just full of filler content, dude.
Oh
Like,
my
it is
god,
just-
Origins was too.
Ugh.
And I think one of the things that was really annoying me was the constant mercenaries knocking at my door. But the second I get out of a cutscene, there's 3 mercenaries waiting for me outside the door, and it's like that kind of stuff. I would like them to.
They're sitting there waiting for you.
Like there's actually a couple times where I'm in cutscenes and they are in the cutscenes just behind, just like.
Just like
That's really funny.
Yeah.
there he is, right there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
him.
you know what's coming. Wait till third period's over.
He's
Like,
sitting there behind you in the cutscene, just flicking you off.
Yeah, exactly. Him and his buddies just.
Yeah, I feel like Ubisoft needs to get away from their normal open world bloated formula, and this. I mean,
It's just
this
like
doesn't,
when you
sound really
Yeah.
that good because like, if it's larger, they're more inclined to put that stuff in, but.
a
And
lot of
plus,
that
like, I don't
bullshit.
want just to be sailing around like wherever they are in England, I think, just open
Yeah.
space. Like in Odyssey, it's just like let me sail over here for 30 minutes and do nothing. It's like all right, like I'm
Yeah.
not really down for that.
Yeah, let me sail for 30 minutes so I can just talk to this one guy for this quest.
Yeah,
Agree.
so
Yeah, there's a couple times I'd be sailing and I'd just be playing a mobile game while I had my sail.
yeah, like I don't like that, dude. Like I don't like that at all. Like I think they should
Agreed.
really cut down on that and just I don't know.
Yeah.
Just, I don't need a huge game, man.
I don't need
like,
to be
just,
a huge game. Like the first couple Assassin's Creeds were open world, but they were like they were like one big city, you know. So it's like there's always shit going on.
Yeah, I think I would like that a lot more.
Yeah,
Like in Syndicate, there's constant like shenanigans going on.
yeah,
But it wasn't that large. It wasn't nearly as large as.
yeah, I'd rather just have the content that is like relevant and good, rather
Yeah,
than just a lot
definitely.
of content. That's what Gears
Like-
of War 5 suffered
they can
from.
make it big. They just got to do it in the right way. Like I think Black Flag did it really well because Black Flag was huge, but like
Black Flag was so good.
every island was like an independent place with bunches of shit to do, and
Mhm.
there wasn't just all this just like, oh, you got to find this random guy who's, you know, he's in Athens or something. You just go
Yeah,
fucking
the,
go all the way over there.
The
Like, it's
guy
just
in
weird.
charge of Valhalla is the guy from Black Flag, but he's also the guy that ran Origins as well. So it's kind of you got kind of a hit or miss there.
Mm.
So we'll see. I'm excited for this game though. I really like the Viking aesthetic and the Viking aspect of it.
Ubisoft is listening. Like one thing we do appreciate the most is them hooking it up. If you continue to play their Ubisoft games, they hook it up. Like as soon as you start the game, they're like, "Oh, did you recently play like Black Flag?
That's
We're gonna
true.
give you a dope, you know."
Did you pull the
match."
past
Like,
10 Assassin's Creeds? Well, here's a bunch of shit.
Yeah, here's a bunch of shit. Like fucking, I love
Like,
that. So
lit.
hook it up again, please. Don't take
Yeah.
away from that. I
Yeah.
love that. I mean, it doesn't make you OP. It gives you a little bit of a you know, to start off with. Sometimes they give you like a little bit higher level than like the starting gear, but
Yeah.
it's just really cool that like, you know, I do remember this last on Odyssey. I did have like Eve, which is the female character from Syndicate, as
Yeah.
one of the members on my boat, and it was just really funny to just like see someone from like the industrial era over
Yeah.
in like
Someone who wasn't born for like another 1,000 years. Just,
yeah, just like on my boat kicking ass with me. I was like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
That's one of the things.
Are you guys gonna be the
Wow.
girl or guy version?
Dude,
The
I don't
guy.
know. It depends. It really depends.
I'll probably be
One
the
thing that
guy.
really dictated this last one was the voice actor. I really didn't like the voice actor for the male, so I went the female.
For Odyssey?
for Odyssey.
Yeah, for Odyssey.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
Cassandra as well. I think she was way better.
I thought she did it better.
Some
So
characters just seem better, like
Normally I do.
fleshed out or something.
Yeah. Normally I do play the guy, but this one I was like, you know, I gotta play the girl. This is
Yeah.
this one's better.
Yeah, well,
Played
that'll come out this holiday, I think. It's probably gonna come out around, I don't know, I want to say like October, November-ish.
November, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So yeah.
Mhm.
But then there's some more news as we continue. There's a Last of Us Part 2 themed PS4 Pro celebrating the release of the game. And let me tell you, this thing is lazy. This is a lazy ass design right here.
It's not very cool.
No.
Really?
So
Is it
basically,
just black and it just says The Last of Us on it?
no, it's a little bit more than that. It has Ellie's tattoo like etched into the console on the cover on the top of it, but it's just not. I don't know. It's just not as good looking as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, I wasn't gonna get a console anyway, but it seemed really lazy to me. It seemed very very lazy. But if you're
Oh yeah, it looks pretty normal, honestly. It looks like they literally just took the black PS4 and then just put like a decal on it.
yeah, it looks
Okay.
lazy.
All right. Yeah.
Like it looks neat and all, but it's not like I would expect something more interesting coming from Last of Us Part 2.
Especially because it's their
It's like one of their
flagship
like
titles,
flagship
like-
franchises for the
Yeah.
PlayStation. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you guys are interested, go
Cool.
check it out. The game comes out in less than a month. I think it comes out in like 28 days. So, super stoked. Super stoked. And then some other cool news. Hunt Showdown
Cool news.
adds crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation 4. And a bunch of other like weapons and gear and maybe a map or two
Yeah.
in this new 1.3 update.
Yeah.
So, super cool.
That game's cool. They're adding stuff constantly to that game.
Isn't it free on Game Pass?
I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea. But
really don't know.
it would that would totally help that game because of player base and stuff.
It really
Well,
would, especially because it is multi.
Let's see. The Dark Souls series has eclipsed 27 million sales, with Dark Souls 3 selling over 10 million copies,
Nice.
according to From Software.
Nice.
So really awesome.
Good work.
That's like one of my favorite franchises, so awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
But GTA 5 officially sold over 130 million copies
It's so insane.
because it's GTA 5.
Dude,
You know what? GTA 5 still sells copies.
Do you guys think the
still.
sales number includes the when it was free on Epic Game Store? Is that considered a sale? I think so, right?
No, this was this was before that.
Oh, it was?
This was like
Okay,
last
okay.
week before they added it to the Epic Game Store.
Okay. Well,
And like
damn.
before they added it to the Epic Game Store like a week ago, people were still purchasing it. Like it still had decent sales numbers for a game that was over 5 years old.
dude, yeah.
That's so insane to me,
130
dude.
million copies. I don't think there's been any game that has sold that many copies.
No, there hasn't.
Not even close.
No.
Like that's insane.
Not even close.
So GTA 5 just being just the fucking titan of gaming. Just like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But moving on, Netflix has the Cuphead show. Was it to say first?
The first look, like, I
okay.
deleted the word first. I deleted the word look. My bad. But basically, yeah, the Cuphead show is coming to Netflix, or Netflix is making the Cuphead show, and it's based off the game
Cuphead
Cuphead.
show.
But
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be super cool because the art style of Cuphead is so cool, dude. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
So I'm
So
guessing they're just gonna animate a show like old timey and stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what they're gonna do, and I'm pretty interested in that because I don't know. I just think it's so unique. It's so different. So I'm
Cool.
definitely gonna check it out for sure.
Cool.
So look out for that. Also play Cuphead.
Okay.
It's really good. It's really
Play
really
Cuphead.
really
It's
hard,
really good.
but it's
My
really
brother
good.
started playing it actually.
It's really good. It's on Switch,
But,
I think. I think
Yeah,
it's on Switch.
it is. It is on Switch.
Nice.
See, Henry Cavill, because he's like a huge fucking nerd, actually, was added as a character to Total War Warhammer 2 DLC because that's like a game that he
What?
was really into apparently. And
Okay.
I guess he tweeted that because he was really into it because he's a huge fucking nerd, like I said. And the developers of the game just like, you know what, we're gonna add you as a character in it, and they put him as a character. So there's like a blacksmith named Cavill in
Nice.
the game
That's cool.
made after Henry. So you know, it pays to be a really nerdy, really good looking actor, I guess.
Those things never happen. Like
Think
maybe
that never
Olivia
happen.
Munn is the female version of that, but
Right.
still.
Valorant actually has a release date announced for June 2nd. So you know everyone's playing Valorant right now, but this is the beta, so this isn't the full release game technically. So if you are playing the beta, just know that and basically none of your progress is going to carry over to full game. Just make sure that you're completely transparent about that.
Yeah.
But the 22nd, the full game should be releasing, and we'll be having probably some new shit, new map, and a new agent. So, and probably a lot of revamps to current agents.
It's June 2nd. She said June 22nd.
Whoa, why are you underwater right now?
What's going on, dude?
Why you sound like you're underwater right now?
It's
Like,
June
Fix,
2nd.
fix your mic.
Fix yourself.
Fix yourself.
There you go. You
Okay.
literally sounded like you were underwater. Like,
Oh God, I don't know how. Okay, but it's supposed to be June 2nd.
Yeah, June 2nd. Which is pretty soon. You guys should stream it. Be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like we've been
It's
doing this
also,
whole time.
Yeah, for real.
full release now.
It's supposed to have another new game mode as well. They haven't. There's no. Nobody knows anything about this like new game mode. There's no insights
Game
on it.
mode.
So
Maybe it'll just
yeah.
be like TDM or something.
that's what they said it's not. Which
They
is
said
what's
it's
crazy.
not.
They haven't
Okay.
said anything about it. They're like, we're not gonna
Weird.
say anything about it. And everyone's like, it's team deathmatch, just team deathmatch. But then they go and they're like, it's not though. And like, now everyone's like, no, now
What
we
We're
is
don't
not
know.
saying anything about it. This team deathmatch. No, it's not.
It's actually not, but we will say it's not. So shut up about it, please. And they're like, oh,
Okay.
now everyone's like, okay, all right.
What?
So everyone's thinking it's gonna be like a cooldowns type thing now, like you know.
Yeah, maybe it'll be kind of like how Overwatch has like, you know, like a what's it called, hyper mode or whatever, where
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
has like
hyper mode,
ridiculously
yeah.
fast cooldowns and
Oh,
shit like that. Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Mm,
I'd like to see some more arcade style like game modes.
yeah, for real. Just
You
'cause,
know,
like.
Just
like
like
I said,
ridiculous shit. Like every time you die, you get respawned as a random character or something.
Yeah, that's
Or
what.
just something like that.
Yeah, because like it's definitely it's not getting hard to replay, but it's just getting hard to like stay in more like hardcore mode. You
Yeah.
know?
Like sometimes, like you want to still play Valorant, but you don't feel like playing a full game. If maybe you want to just like
Yeah.
get in there, play a little bullshit or something.
And yeah,
Yeah.
you get the DC penalty and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
that's kind of the thing. You guys can watch our streams for stuff like that for our complaints about that or what we
Yeah.
like about it as well. 'Cause we
Yeah.
like
Watch
a lot
our
of stuff.
stream for when we play Valorant while we bitch about Valorant.
Oh yeah, yeah. We do have a good time though when we play it though. It's pretty
Yeah.
funny. We say some funny stuff, some fun. Um. Also, do we have some time to?
I mean, we're over anyway. I'd like to end it in 10 minutes though.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Yeah.
want to do this real quick?
Real quick.
Okay. All right. Over the weekend, there were controller players. Definitely under some fire over a Fortnite tournament. A lot of the
what?
top pros like Tifu,
Uh-huh.
Tifu,
you put it over
Ninja,
here.
and them.
Okay. I see it.
They're asking for like support from other like pro controller players and stuff like that to
Yeah.
like help gain attention to Epic Games and stuff like that, just to like reduce some of the edge that the controller players have over like everyone else. Like Tifu, like, but as far as like I think Wednesday, he's like, yeah, I'm just done with Fortnite like completely because like it's getting like really annoying. To have to play against controller players because of the aim assist that they have. And if you've ever
I was
like,
gonna say
played
like, isn't PC better in every way? Like,
it really kind of is. It kind of isn't. It kind of isn't. Like it is that like you can quickly get your shots off and stuff like that. But like the thing is, the aim assist is literally like magnets your aim, your crosshairs. Like a lot of times.
Yeah.
It has like that like
Lame.
pull feeling, like whenever you do like
Yeah.
certain things. And one of the things that too that I for sure noticed when I play and I even use it, I'll like not gonna lie. If you're like hiding in some bushes and stuff like that, or like like a field of grass, whatever. Like say there's someone like prone or crouched into it, and you're off on a hill. If you were in like a mouse and keyboard, you can just like glance over, you see that there's nothing there. But if you have your controller, you can slowly move your aim like over the thing, over the field of grass, and if
Yeah.
it like stops, you know that there's someone there. Like whether you
Yeah.
can see them or not, and then you can just blindly shoot and you get a kill.
Yeah. Anyone
And-
who's played an FPS on a controller knows.
Yeah, you know, like if it, I mean,
Tough,
if it does have
yeah.
aim assist.
I didn't know you used
So,
aim
yeah,
assist,
people-
Danny. You use auto combo and DBZ fighters too. Is that what you do?
No, no. You mean you can turn it on and off. But, like, yeah, I definitely know that you can do that, and like for the most part, I turn mine off because it does make me mess up in some situations. Like I don't like it, but also if you do keep it on and you know how to play, like the situations that I have an issue with is if like I'm holding a corner or something like that, and say like
Yeah.
I'm waiting for someone to come out of a door, my aim assist will drag a little bit, and so I'll like miss my shot because I won't like hit it correctly. So I do turn mine off, but like a lot of people like have more control over that than I do, so they keep it on for like longer distance shooting. Then and it's kind of not fair. It's kind of not fair to PC players, but then it's kind of like you guys do have a little bit. It's pretty easy to hit that hard. So I mean, or to hit your shots with like a mouse and keyboard versus like hitting your shots with a controller. So I mean, do you guys agree with that? Do you guys think like they should get rid of it in tournaments and stuff like that? And
Yeah, in
or,
tournaments they should be all using the same interface.
Yeah.
You think
yeah, I
like-
Shouldn't have
agree.
controllers versus mouse and keyboard. I don't agree with
Hmm.
that. Just because of like there are mechanical differences. Like
you think
mouse
really?
and keyboard doesn't have auto aim. Controllers usually do.
True, but
Mouse
like
controller you can't flick as quickly as a mouse and keyboard.
what's
So, like I think in general you should not. You should separate those things.
separating the
You should
console?
separate those things.
Okay,
Just because your
my-
game is available on all platforms doesn't mean all the platforms you be playing.
doesn't
play
mean you
with each
do
other,
like
you know?
tournaments play each other.
Yeah, they can
Okay.
play with each other casually, but tournaments no.
Tournaments are no.
Yeah.
Okay, so casually, yeah. Tournaments are no. So like the thing is like with me, like on Warzone, I'm so much better with a controller, but like on CS and like
Well, yeah.
Valorant, I'm
Yeah.
way better on mouse and keyboard. And
Yeah.
like I don't use aim assist. I turn it off.
Can you
but-
even use a mouse and keyboard or controller on Valorant?
I mean, I mean, I don't know, but I can tell you for sure when it comes to games
It
like
just
that,
comes up. It's like lol. Try again. Like you
Yeah.
you input the
Just like,
controller.
yeah,
it's like
right.
come on, dude.
Come
Yeah.
on.
And like, even I did try like mouse and keyboard a couple times on Call of Duty, and like I just get like slapped up by people with controllers too. Like it's just like, so there are like controller players that are just better, but also you're gonna lose a lot of like tournament, I guess tournament like brackets you'd say, like
Yeah.
they're gonna have to make two different like tournaments basically each time
Yeah.
that they do one, like one for controllers and one for like console, and like a lot of people, I don't know if it just I feel like they shouldn't
They do
shouldn't
that.
separate them. But I feel like they
Yeah,
should.
they do that. They do that for like Paladins. I remember when we went to DreamHack,
They
it was
do
like
that for
that.
Paladins, but like Fortnite, like you would get more money if you won your controller game, like against a PC person,
Oh,
and you put a pool
Interesting.
together. Like
okay.
you're limiting the amount of money you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind if I know I'm that good with against a controller. Like put me up against like a mouse and keyboard person just so I can win more money because I know I'm gonna win. But these other people are like saying, "Oh, it's not fair at all. Like it's totally cheating." And I don't know.
I
For a
mean,
while, it's crazy that it's come to this too because like for a while people are like, "Mouse and keyboard's way better." Now it comes like a bunch of PC players were like, "Come meet us at like our play style. Like come please play. We'll play Call of Duty. We'll beat you guys any day of the week." And now it's come to like it's the exact opposite. They're like, "Get these controller players out of here."
get these controller players out of here.
Like yeah, right.
And I'm guessing the aim assist is mostly the diff. Like if they took the aim assist out for tournaments, that would it be fine? Like I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think they should take it out for tournaments. You know what?
I
But
agree.
also
I agree.
the statistics I did find was out of the top 14 players, were actually controller players. Like that came out of the tournament.
Wow.
Really?
I never
Yeah.
would have thought of that.
It's crazy, right? But I think they should shut it off for
For
tournaments.
tournaments.
I think that might be like the best thing to do. for
Agreed. We're gonna go ahead and round out the show with the last stuff here. We got some upcoming releases and deals and some rumors. We're just gonna run through them real quick. So Amazon Games' new hero shooter Crucible released on Wednesday. It's out now on PC. It sucks. I mean, if you like it, you like it, but so far we don't think it's great. But we think it sucks. The new Mafia trilogy remaster is releasing all 3 games by August, but 2 and 3 are out right now.
Yeah,
so if you want to get all 3 of them, the first one you're gonna have to wait until August. But Mafia 2 and 3 are available to play
yeah,
right
2 and
now.
3 definitive editions are out now, and then 1 is gonna be out August 28th, I think. But it's basically a remake, like a full-on remake from the ground up. So that's why it's
Interesting.
taken, longer.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
And
super
Bright
down with
Memory is the game that we were showing earlier in the show. That is on sale for $8 on Steam until May 26th. Originally it's $10, so you're really only saving like $2. But it's a really cool game, and you will get Bright Memory Infinite for free when that game fully releases.
That's
so
super nice.
buy this game now for $8-10. You basically get 2 games whenever Infinite comes out. There is a free demo of Marvel's Iron Man VR available to download right now.
So all those
so go ahead.
PlayStation VR users, go out there and
Yeah,
try it out.
PlayStation VR. So if you have that set up, might as well try it out. Let us know what you think. Then we have Sid Meier's Civilization 6 is free on Epic Games Store from now until May 28th.
Hell yeah, pick that up. I'm gonna pick it up for sure.
If you're a Civ fan, it's free, baby. Sea of Thieves is coming to Steam on June 3rd.
Hooray! No one cares.
Hooray! Sea of Thieves was
okay.
fun. Get on Sea of Thieves with me and Danny down there, and we do some hood rat shit.
we dare you.
Pull up, dude. We will rob you.
Dude, pull up on us. We dare you. Whatever you got in your pockets is gone.
Dude, it's so funny.
We don't even need a ship.
And then PlayStation is holding a Days of Play sale, so go ahead and check those out. When you know when that's gonna be?
I think it's on now until maybe a week from now. I'm not really sure. I can really find too many
Okay,
dates.
so go ahead and check it out now within the week, and you guys should see it on there. Coming up with some rumors, got some spicy little rumors here. Bloodborne could be coming to PC. This will be PS4's next big exclusive to come to PC. I know earlier we had what's it called?
It's Horizon.
Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn. And Bloodborne is, a huge game. I'd love to see it come to PC because I love Bloodborne.
I really don't think it's likely though. I don't think it's likely. I don't.
But it's a hard rumor. And
super hard rumor.
We
It's
just
probably the
heard
hardest rumor we have. Actually,
it's really just people talking about it because Sony said that another game's going to come to PC, but that's all they really said. So no, everyone's like, oh, it's Bloodborne, but no one knows. The next Call of Duty game in 2020 is rumored to be titled Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So I guess we'll be going back to the Cold War era with this next Call of Duty franchise, or not franchise, but next Call of Duty title. And then PS5 exclusive Silent Hill game is in a playable state, and will be demoed for the console reveal. So when the PS5 actually has releases the demo for the new Silent Hill game, will be playable at that point, I guess.
Well, not
Uh,
the demo like for us, but like it'll be shown. Like
it'll be shown. It'll be shown. Yeah, like
that would be super exciting.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I didn't
that's
play
really
Silent
cool.
Hill, so I
New
would like to
Silent Hill
see
game.
like a soft reboot only on PS5. Oh man, dude, that's
Yeah,
cool. That's really cool.
that'd be cool.
Would you buy Bloodborne
and
again on PC? What?
probably not,
Probably
to be
not.
honest.
If they had
Because I
if
still
they had
have
cross
it
part
on
like cross
PlayStation,
summoning,
you know?
like cross summoning across PC and PlayStation, I would be
Yeah.
very very interested.
Yeah, because like I mean, if they do have like a cross play with PlayStation and PC or whatever, like I'd buy it for Danny. You know, like
The-
Danny's playing Bloodborne.
You're playing
It's
this.
been decided for you. So, but for me, not
Just play well
personally,
with others.
because
That's the issue.
I already have it. Like I never got rid of it. So
No, I'm never. No way, dude.
yeah, it's permanently installed on my console.
Yeah, there's no chance it's getting deleted.
But yeah, I think that's actually all I have for news stuff. I don't think I saw anything else super noteworthy that we didn't already include. You guys have any last thoughts? Yeah, the only other stuff I saw was Animal Crossing players and PETA having a dispute because they're PETA.
Come on, dude.
But besides that, I didn't see anything else really worth the discussion. No,
I think that should be.
that's it. All right.
Oh, so okay, so I just saw this. On Twitter. This isn't breaking news or anything. It's just like, I guess we can talk about it for like a minute. So basically,
Okay.
IGN put out an article saying how Ghost of Tsushima's combat is going to be incredibly difficult because you die in a few hits because it's grounded in reality because like you die in a
the
few
sword
hits.
man. Yeah.
Like,
You die if you get cut with the
and
sword.
a pretty well-known Xbox like Twitter user was just like, "What's the obsession with making games difficult? If encounters kill me in 1 to 2 hits, then the game shouldn't be over 20 hours long. I ain't spending 40 plus hours dying to a broken AI." It's like, sounds like you suck at games, dude. It sounds like you
Yeah.
suck. Like,
How does the old adage go? Get good.
get good, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why does a samurai die in 2 hits? It's
That's
like,
the guy who
what?
said there should be a difficulty slider on Sekiro.
Someone came into my chat and actually said like the same thing. Well, I don't know.
Really?
If yeah, somebody
Get
came to one of my
good,
streams and said the same thing. I was like, I guess you can come here and vent if you want, dude, about Sekiro and
Yeah.
all these other games and stuff. But
That's so
Yeah,
funny to me,
difficulty
dude. It's
slider
like,
on
this
Sekiro.
AI is broken, dude. This
I don't
AI is
agree,
dumb.
man.
It's like, are you kidding me, dude? You just suck. Like, just get good. Like, I'm
Like,
sorry.
You just gotta
Like,
get better. Like the game gives you challenge to get over it.
Mhm.
It's just like I don't want the challenge.
yeah, this is the
They
same.
don't
This is the same Twitter user who said that Sony games are all interactive movies with no gameplay. And I was like, all right, dude, come on.
this guy's just over here like
What are you
bashing.
doing, dude? Like, but yeah,
Uh,
so I just thought that was funny to point out.
Yeah,
It's
it was
like,
funny.
it's a broken AI. I'm like, you're
Yeah,
just
God,
bad.
Get over it, bud. You need to just learn
Get
it.
over it, bud.
I'm gonna
know
fire
how
off a
many
Twitter.
times-
I'm gonna
You know how
reply
many
to this
times I
tweet right now,
retried
dude.
Dark Souls 1? I sold it twice. And then beat it the third time.
Oh yeah.
So it takes time.
I
But now it's
remember
my favorite game ever. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and close out the show now. Thank you for stopping by, as always. Listeners, we stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch, twitch.tv/FPSGuides. Go ahead and check those out. Remember, if you are chilling in the in the channel, please drop a subscribe or a follow. Just let us know you're out there. Let us know we're not just screaming into the void. We would really love to
So
get
no
some
one-
kind of
Yeah, some criticism.
just screaming into the void. So, but any follow in the description we get really helps us out a ton. And any followers we get just gets us closer to our 100 follower goal, and we can start getting some bigger territory on Twitch and stuff. You can check out all of our content currently on Apple iTunes Podcast, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Alexa, and most importantly, our beautiful website, FPSGuides.com. Go ahead and check those out. Pretty much all of our content is also on the website. Also, check out our Discord. We have a Discord. We're in it pretty much all the time, or we're in it like right now. go ahead and drop in. Our Discord link is in the description on Twitch. So please feel free to come in, chat, and play with us. Or if you're not really the social type, we have a bunch of memes and gaming related memes that are just that you can probably spend a whole afternoon scrolling through. And don't forget to tell your friends about us. Like I said earlier, as much feedback as we get, or as much people that we get to follow and stuff, just really helps us grow, and it helps us do this more often, and helps us kind of just up the quality of our videos. So, but anyway, thanks again if you did watch, and remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and play games.
A shout out to Ilikano I see in the chat. Did you guys see what he just said?
He's got 112 followers on our Instagram. Yo, so check out our Instagram. Hit us up on the gram, FPS Guides.
On the gram,
on the
dude.
And if you came here from the gram, thank you for checking us out.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. And if you missed it live, it'll be on YouTube later. Actually, I'll probably edit it right after this on my lunch break.
Yep.
So, yeah. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for listening. And yeah, like Captain Stiffy over there said, play some games. See you guys later.
Play some games. Bye.
Bye.